Hey guys, Revit MEP guy here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to use Generate Layout to automatically create sanitary piping. I'm also going to show you guys how to create a working view and assign filters to piping based on the DFUs inside the pipe. This will help us to visually size our sanitary system. So the first thing we're going to do is open up a new plumbing default template. First thing we'll do is insert a water closet, and since we used the plumbing default template, water closet should be loaded. So let's click on plumbing fixture, go to this drop down, type in water, and then water closet 1.6 GPF. Click that, and you'll notice that we can't just put this fixture in the level. On the lower left, it's telling us you have to click on a host face to place instance. So for this plumbing fixture, we actually need to place it on a vertical face, a face, or a work plane, and I don't have any of those things. So I actually need to create some walls first. So let's go to architecture, wall, let's use this rectangle, and let's draw a nice sized bathroom for us. Now we have some walls to work with, so let's try drawing a plumbing fixture again. Go to systems, plumbing fixture, and this time when we hover into the wall, you'll notice we can actually place it. So let's just place it anywhere. Hit escape. Let's select the water closet. Let's use the array command. Make the number 6. Use second, click a point, click the second point, and now we have 6 water closets. Now I don't like the spacing of this, so I'm going to actually undo that. I'm going to try that again, and this time I'm going to use the last. Now when I draw the 6th, I can place the last fixture where I want it to be. So now that we have our water closets created, let's create a system out of this. Select all of the water closets. Click this piping system button. It's going to ask you what you want to name your system. Let's go with Sanitary 1. Now Revit shows this dashed line over it, meaning it is now a system. We can also pull up our systems browser right here and can see that Revit has created a sanitary system called Sanitary 1. So now that we have the sanitary system selected, we can click this Generate Layout button. But before I do that, I want to show you guys how to select a system. So if I ever don't have the system selected and I want to select it, I can use my systems browser and select it right here by clicking on Sanitary 1. Or I can tab into my water closets and select the system that way. So now I'm going to go to Generate Layout. So the first layout Revit is displaying is this one called Network. And we can cycle through different solutions by just hitting these arrows, and it'll give us some options. Now before we do that, I'm going to show you guys what you want to do for a sanitary system. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this place base, and we're going to place the base, let's say right here. Now you can see that the solutions have changed. Let's click solutions and we'll try the different solutions for you. This one looks like a solution that might work. So let's see what we can do with this. I'm going to open up a default 3D view so we can view this in 3D. So we need to change the elevation of this pipe. So how do we do that? Let's go back to our Generate Layout, and we can use this Edit Layout button to change the elevations of this pipe. Now when I click on this pipe right here, you'll see the elevation displays right here, and I can click into this and change that elevation. I'm going to change it to, let's say, 4 feet. And you can see Revit is now doing something again that does not look like it's going to work. I'm going to click on this piece of pipe right here. And we're going to change that to 4 feet as well. So as you can see, this is already turning out not how we want it. So let's undo those last steps. So I'm going to go back to Solutions, and we're going to try to go back to Network. And we're going to cycle through the solution that we think may work. This one looks like it's pretty good, but I think we need to modify these branches and mains. So we can also modify them by going to this settings button. Once we click on that, we can set our main to whatever elevation we want. So in my case, I was changing it to 4 feet, and then the branch lines could all be 4 feet as well. We also want to change the pipe type here, and we want to make sure it's PVC, so that way when it draws the pipe, it knows to draw it using PVC. We can click OK. And as you can see, Revit brought this pipe and the branch lines down to 4 feet. But again, this is not what we're looking for. We don't want our sanitary piping going up. So there's a little trick that I'm going to show you guys. Hopefully it will help you when you're trying to find the right elevations for these pipes. So you would think to go to edit layout, and since I can click on this pipe right here, you would think I could click on this pipe right here to get the elevation, but I can't. So we need to find out what the elevation of this pipe is so we can use it for our branch and our mains. So I'm actually going to exit out of this command. So I'm going to zoom in on these water closets, and we're just going to select this water closet. We're going to click this create pipe icon. We'll hold our shift and click. And now we've just created a pipe. We'll escape. And now when we click this pipe, you'll see that there's a middle elevation up here. We can actually right click here and copy this value. We can also copy the value right here where it says middle elevation. So now we can simply delete this piece of pipe. We'll go back and we'll select our system by tabbing into it, clicking. We'll go up to generate layout. That layout looks good. We need to place our base point. So let's go to our first floor plan. Let's zoom in, click on solutions, place base, place it right here. Let's go to solutions again, cycle through, and this one looks good. Let's go to settings, and we'll use that value we copied and paste it into this location. So I'm just going to use Control V, Control V. Hit OK. Now let's go back to our 3D view so we can see this in action, and we'll just click Finish Layout. And as you can see, Revit has placed all of our pipe and our fittings onto these water closets. Now as you can see, these are not the right size pipes in every location, but that's not a big problem. All we have to do is tab into all the pipes, select them, and then we can just use a consistent size of 4 inches, and now the pipes are all the same size. Now the question from one of my subscribers was, how do I automatically size the sanitary system? And Revit doesn't currently have a way to size the sanitary system, but I thought about it, and I think the best method would be to create a working view with some filters that color the piping based on the DFU values inside these pieces of pipe. So if we click on a piece of pipe, let's click on this piece of pipe right here. So we select the pipe, and let's take a look at the properties of this piece of pipe. As you can see, there's a value over here in the properties panel that says fixture units equals 3. Now, depending on what type of water closet you have, you'll want to make sure the fixture units matches up with the plumbing code that you're following. So in my case, fixture units should be 4. So we need to change this water closet fixture unit. So I'm actually going to select the water closet, go to Edit Family, and let's make sure that the connector reads 4. So we selected it, and let's go here to the properties, and as you can see, the sanitary system for fixture units, it is set to 4, so something's not right. Now you'll see that when I click on the family types, there are a bunch of different family types associated with this family. So I have to make sure that the one public 1.6 gallons per flush is selected in my model and used, because that one has the WFU, which is the waste fixture units, as 4. So I'm going to click OK, and we're going to make sure we load this back into the project. And I'm going to select this water closet, and now if I change this, right now it's set to private, I need to change this to public. So when I change it to public 1.6, click on this pipe, go down to fixture units, and now you can see it's displaying 4. So you just have to make sure that you have the right type of water closet selected. Also, if you are building your own water closets, you'll be able to control that a little better, but if you're going to use out-of-the-box ones, you have to make sure you select the correct one, and you have to make sure that connector value is set to the right fixture unit value. So let's go ahead and change all of the water closets to the right type. Go to Escape, and let's select our water closet, right-click, select all instances in entire project, And as you can see, this one is the only instance of that type of water closet. So I need to select this one. We'll right click, select all instances and entire project. And now we can change all of these to public 1.6. And that's all you have to do. And now we have consistent plumbing fixtures, and they all have 4 fixture units flowing. Let's verify that real quick with this fixture right here. We'll click on that piece of pipe and check its fixture units, and it is 4. So now if I click on this piece right here, I should have 4 times 6, which would be 24 fixture units. So right here you can see fixture units equals 24. Everything is working, and that looks good. So the last step is I'm going to put a filter on this to make sure that Revit is displaying the fixture units with different colors, so we can quickly see different colors based on different pipe sizes that are required per the plumbing code. So to show you guys what I'm talking about, let's go ahead and open up a south elevation view. We're going to create some more levels, copy these levels up, and let's actually copy 2 more levels. Now for this example, I'm just going to multiple align my walls. Let's go to a 3D view. Let's make sure our walls are showing. Go right click, unhide. We can also drag these walls up in this view. I could also change the unconnected height to level 7 or 8. And now that I have all of my walls, I'm going to select all these. And this time let's use the array command. We'll use array. We're going to make 8, and we're going to go to the second. And as you can see, I didn't have a wall up here, so that's not what we want to do. We're going to hit cancel, select all of these. We're going to use the array command. We're going to array 8, start from this point and go to the second. And as you can see, it worked that time, and now we have 8 sets of these water closets. Now the reason I made 8 floors is because in the plumbing code, the IPC, once we get above 180 fixtures, we have to go up to a 6-inch piece of pipe. So that's why I've created this many, because I know that this many is going to need a 6-inch pipe. So now let's go ahead and connect all these water closets together from floor to floor. There's a couple different methods you can use to do this. You can make sure the pipe is lined up correctly, and you only have to draw one piece of pipe throughout the whole thing, and it should connect them all. Unfortunately, it didn't work for me the first time, but then I just ended up using trim extend multiple and connect all the T's into the main riser or sanitary stack. So let's open up a 3D view, and you can see the color of this system is green. And if you ever want to change that, all you have to do, click on a piece of pipe, then go up to Piping Systems, then click on Edit Type, click on Graphic Overrides, and you can set this color to anything you want. Let's make it brown. Hit OK. OK. So as a baseline, everything is now brown in this system. So what we want to do is create a filter that displays a color based on a certain DFU that a pipe is carrying. So to create the filter, go to View, click on Visibility Graphics. So if you guys want to see how I used filters to size this sanitary piping system, check out this next video.